Hello everyone, this is Boricua Binks and welcome back to Let's Play Ace Attorney Investigations Miles Edgeworth, where we are in Case 5, Turnabout Ablaze, investigating in the middle section of the game still. Alright. Oops. Didn't mean to save again. Oh well. Come on. Ugh. Okay, hold on. Sorry guys. Let's go. Okay, so we're gonna look around. Look around. Talk to Gumshoe, I guess? Detective, you took part in the initial ball investigation, correct?
Yep, sure did. I also helped put out both fires, sir. But that first fire took me by surprise. I had a tough time escaping the 5th floor. First I tried the elevator, but I guess someone else had the same idea because it was in use. If I hadn't remembered to use the stairs at that point, I'd have been burned to a crisp.
Dude, you're never supposed to use an elevator in a fire. Hold it. Oh no. Hold it. Wait, that's odd. We always warn our staff that in case of a fire, it's dangerous to use the elevator. Oh? Maybe someone wrote it in a fit of panic? Detective, did you see the Yatagarasu that came into the Bobbly's embassy at all?
I didn't personally, and the other staff members told me they never got a good look at the person either, sir.
I wonder if you could tell me a bit more about what you discovered, Detective. Okay.
The second fire broke out around the time Yatagarasu was spotted in Alabast. That's also when a suspicious person was spotted in Babal, which caused some panic.
So no one was able to get a good look at this Yatagarasu that entered Babal.
Yeah, all they saw was a mysterious person wearing a long coat. But that's not enough to make a positive ID, you know?
Still, it was enough to make the people who received the calling card panic even more. A person in a long coat. Sounds like the exact same person I saw. The Yatagarasu that appeared in Alabast was proven to be just a fabrication, or shadow. In light of that fact, the Yatagarasu that appeared in Babal is also suspect. You can't be serious. Not when we're this close to capturing the fake. I mean, Callisto you. So the Yatagarasu appeared, caused mass confusion, killed Mr. Cochin, then disappeared. Okay, what you saw. By the way, Detective, why did you not chase after the Yatagarasu?
I did, but, well, this embassy is huge, sir. I got separated from the other staff members I was with and was lost for a while there.
You didn't even memorize the layout of the building you were to guard, Detective? Of course he didn't, Edgeworth. You shouldn't be surprised.
I'll be sure to do that from now on, sir. But you know, it was thanks to me being lost that I was able to come to Kay's rescue.
Oh, is that a fact?
Yeah, it was when I was lost and wandering around in the 3rd floor hallway, sir. When I heard a scream, I headed towards it right away.
Oh, that's probably from when I found Mr. Cochin's body.
Yeah, I thought it sounded like her, so I got real worried and ran as fast as I could.
And it was thanks to Gummy that Miss Sheena wasn't able to take me away. He covered for me until you got here, Mr. Edgeworth. Oh, I see. So he can't be useful once in a blue moon. You're so rude. You know he's helped you out here and there. Sometimes.
Still, it's too bad that Agent Sheena got here before I did.
I wonder where Agent Sheena was before you found her here.
Well, just before I got to this room, I saw her coming out of the room next door.
Oh, is that so? Interesting. Agent Sheena mentioned something about chasing the Yatagarasu herself earlier.
Well, she apparently helped in putting out the first fire. Then, during the second fire, I heard she was busy chasing the Yatagarasu.
She seems to be a very dedicated agent. You would do well to learn from her.
Why are you pointing at me when you say that, sir? It's rude.
That's all he does is point. Alright, let's examine the green flames. These must have been the large green flames Ambassador Polano saw.
With flames like these, it's no wonder he couldn't get in.
Okay, by the time you came into this room, had the fire already been put out?
Yeah, the fire had died out or something by that time.
And this fire in here only burned from the time the fire started on the 3rd floor until the Yatagarasu appeared and caused a stir and bubble, I suppose.
I guess Mr. Polano was just lucky enough to run into this fire as it was burning, huh?
Yes, you could put it that way. And since you were the first to discover the body, we can assume that no one else entered the room until that time. No one other than the person you were chasing, of course.
I knew it! That person I saw was definitely up to no good. I mean, that person could even be Mr. Cochin's killer.
That is very likely to be the case. After all, that person came into this room before you. They must have chosen this room precisely because they knew no one would be in here.
Okay, then maybe the green fire was where it was to prevent anyone from coming in? But then, what did the person set on fire to make the green flames?
Well, whatever it is that person burned, it made a rather sizable fire.
And since the fire's green, well, we've seen something that burns green, right? It's a bit tinier than these flames, but you get what I mean.
Yes, and I do believe that what you are thinking is exactly why these flames are green. Which fire-related piece of evidence burns the same color as these green flames?
Alright, the lantern.
The silhouette lantern. Its green flame comes from the wet crystal oil it's burning. It's really pretty.
Yeah, that's the fire I was thinking of too. I love the green it gives off. Matches my eyes, don't you think?
I think we've now established that the green flames were caused by wet crystal oil. Furthermore, we know that there is only one other thing made from wet crystal oil.
Oh, you mean that thing Mr. Polano was mistaken about, right?
Yes, precisely. As we found out earlier in our investigation.
What? I don't get it. Can you fill me in, sir?
Fine, I suppose we'll continue to drag this out. I'll explain it in a way that even you can understand.
Don't need to be rude.
This is a thing made from wet crystal oil.
Yes, we know. It's the ink.
Bubbly's ink is made from wet crystal oil.
Oh, so it should burn the same color as the flames in the lantern, right?
Yes, precisely. However, the green flames in this room were not from a bottle of Bubbly's ink.
Because we found the ink on Mr. Cochin used on his desk, right?
Yes, however, we know that Mr. Cochin was smuggling the ink in massive quantities. Now, what do you suppose he made using all that ink? I believe what he made with that ink is the answer to what gave birth to the green flames.
Oh yeah, I'm beginning to really feel the energy coming from you, Mr. Edgeworth.
It would appear that I finally found it. The smuggling ring's real goal. Made of Bubbly's ink, this is the source of the green flames.
Okay. Where did it go? Oh, here it is.
The money! What would consume that great of a volume of ink to make? That would be the counterfeit bills that the smuggling ring made and are circulating in Zhangfa.
You're kidding! You're saying that it was Mr. Cochin who made the counterfeit bills?
I am. I believe you could even go so far as to say that he stole Bobol's printing press. Ambassador, Mr. Cochin had permission to freely use the printing press, correct? Why, yes, and I do remember seeing him use it in the middle of the night. But never did I think he was using it for such a foul deed. Ambassador, because of your secretary's crimes, you will need to be investigated as well. Yes, I suppose so. We've caused a bit of trouble for a few countries, haven't we? I like you, dude, but I gotta admit, you're kind of dumb and careless. You let Cochin take over and do stuff behind your back so easily. Sorry, Polino. You screwed up. It's my duty to search out all who shielded Mr. Cochin and concealed his crime. For they are the ones who started the fire in order to destroy the evidence. Okay. Now, let's look at this clock, which has clearly been moved. This grandfather clock. It was apparently in a different position from before the fire.
According to staff members, the clock was flush against the wall before the fire, sir.
Which means that most likely it was moved by someone during the fire.
Speaking of which, it's totally 11 o'clock now, but I don't hear any chiming.
Oh, that's odd. It was still chiming right in the dot of every hour this morning. Maybe the fire damaged its internal mechanisms or something? Ambassador Polino, may we take a look inside that clock? Sure, go right on ahead. Detective Gumshoe, if you could please inspect the insides of this clock.
Yes, sir. I'm on it. Mr. Edgeworth, I found this inside, sir.
It looks like a length of wire. So this is what caused the clock to stop chiming.
What a weird hiding spot.
But what was the long length of wire doing inside this clock in the first place? Okay. Why would someone do this to such a valuable clock?
It sounds like it wasn't Mr. Polino that put the wire in there.
And perhaps it was Mr. Cochin's killer who did. We've examined everything in this office, but there is one thing that bothers me. Perhaps I should ask Ambassador Polino about it.
We have not examined everything in the office. Stop lying.
Ambassador Polino, there is something I'd like to ask you about. Yes? About this office, it appears to me to be very similar to Ambassador Alba's office. For example, the location of the fireplace and the position of the grandfather clock. Oh, that's right. You've also paid a visit to the Alabastian side of the embassy. Our two embassies actually used to be one. Yes, I know. Even the pamphlet mentioned that. Which is why the building is bilaterally symmetrical. So no matter which room, the location of the fireplace and the like are exactly the same. Even where the art is located is the same, as my room is currently under renovation. We worked hard to make Manny's room look like the ambassador's office.
You mean for your handshake photo op with the gem and ninja?
Yes, that's right. I mean, what's a photo like that worth if it's not taken in the ambassador's office, right? Yet another odd expression of a bull's obsessively competitive spirit with Alabasta, I take it. Thank you, Ambassador. This piece of information is all I needed to connect the dots, Connect what dots? Well, anyway, I'm glad I was able to be of some help.
Alright. No, it won't let me look at... Oh, there we go. I was about to say, why won't it let me look at that?
It's the charred remains of a fallen ceiling fan.
Oh, I've seen a few of these before. They spin around and around and play music.
I believe you're thinking of a musical mobile for babies.
Yes, that's it.
But they're nothing alike.
They're totally alike. They spin those babies right round like a record.
I see. I guess I can see how you might think that.
Alright, so, I mean, we already know the bills were here, the knife was there. Here, we can just guess, I guess, that the chair got moved.
It looks like a very comfortable chair.
Well, it doesn't look all that broken, so why don't you try sitting in it? No, it's the same. Okay. Okay, I can't fast forward it. That's because I'm a prosecutor. Because you don't use your gloves. Yes, yes. Okay. Actually, let's look out the window. Anything important here?
can see the Alabastian embassy through this window.
So where were you when you were investigating over there, Mr. Edgeworth?
Oh, you can see it from here. I was there, on the 5th floor. That's where Damas II was killed.
What? You don't mean Damas II? Aw, poor guy. As a fellow second-generation thief, I can't just turn a blind eye to this.
Even though Damas II was merely an imposter of the original. He was a fake! Alright, let's look at this. A fireplace, huh? So Babal's offices have them too.
Two?
There's a fireplace in relatively the same location in the Alabastian office. However, we found something there that I'd rather not recall ever again. Thinking about old Mag. I still can't believe that we found that undershirt in the fireplace.
Huh? If it was that traumatizing, why don't you try creating new memories with this fireplace? You could climb inside and we can play hide and seek.
And come out covered in soot? I think not.
You really have no sense of fun, Mr. Edgeworth.
Okay. Alright. So we really are done with that. So, Esmeralda's fireplace connected to renovations from top to bottom. Let's try that with bilateral symmetry. And whoosh! The Alabastian and Bobolese sides of the building are symmetrical to each other. As we know that to be a fact, then this room's fireplace may also hide a secret passageway.
A secret passageway?
In Alabast, the fireplace turned out to have a revolving back wall.
A revolving wall? It sounds like something out of a ninja house.
Wow, there was a trick like that built into the fireplace, sir?
What? This embassy holds that kind of secret? Oh man, I've been missing out. There seems to be a lot about this room that you don't know about, Ambassador. I guess it's time to pay the bill for letting Manny do so much work for me. I mean, it's a really weird design choice though, right? Please, I really want to know about the real Manny and what you know about this room.
What are you waiting for, Mr. Edgeworth? Let's get to the bottom of this.
Agreed. My first thought is that it's likely the killer used the revolving fireplace. Okay. Which next means...
It looks like just another fireplace though, doesn't it? So, how do you turn it again?
In Alabast, I had to push where the X was on the far wall of the fireplace.
Ah, I see an X back there, sir. Let's see what happens when I push it. Ah! You scared me, sir.
There's something about this fireplace that lies in contradiction to the facts.
Huh? But we found an X where you thought there'd be one, right?
We did, but that's not what I was referring to. Something is missing from this scene. What does this contradiction mean for us?
Rest, every nook and granny, we know. Okay, we're gonna deduce. Look how nice and clean that looks. Spot connected to any evidence. Remember what Polino said earlier? That he spilled Bobbly's ink onto the back wall and left ashes there. But that looks squeaky clean.
Ambassador Polino, you said that you burned some old files in this fireplace today, correct?
That explains why Manny yelled at him, because he said, "Look what you did, you left a mark on the back wall, so now you can tell which side is which, you know?"
Yes, I burned quite a few files this morning, actually. And after you did, you forgot to clean out the ashes from the fireplace, correct? That's right, but why are you asking? And why are you making such a scary face? I'm sorry, I admit I am a bit intimidating when I'm serious. In any case, take a good look at this fireplace and tell me what you find odd about it. Let's see. Huh? Where did all the ashes go? Uh-huh.
What is the meaning of this, Mr. Edgeworth?
You don't really think that Ambassador Palino's lying, do you?
No, there is no reason for him to lie. And I don't believe his testimony is wrong either. It is the fireplace that is causing the contradiction. Kay, I wonder if you might update the fireplace data for me.
You got it. I'll add in the ashes from the burnt files and... Sounds like we've pretty much figured everything out now, huh?
Well, it was nothing. All I did was follow where our leads led us.
Oh, I sense it coming on. You're about to dazzle us again, right?
Oh, you mean that? Well, it's what Mr. Edgeworth is known for, you know.
There is really no need for you two to dance around the name of what I'm about to do. It's almost like common sense, which I know both of you lack, but still. Okay. Well, I can do it standing here, but we might as well go back to looking over there. At the fireplace. We're gonna do some logic. So, missing ashes and revolving fireplace. And whoosh! The reason as to why the ashes are missing is simple.
It's not because someone cleaned them up, right?
No, because even if someone did sweep them up, the fireplace is too clean for that. Ambassador Palino said that he spilled some Bubbly's ink while he was burning the files, and yet there was not a trace of the spilled ink on the back wall anywhere.
Well then, I don't know what happened.
Well, I'll tell you what happened. The two sides were switched. By using the revolving fireplace wall, the ashes were moved into the neighbouring room, which means that this is a clear indication that the fireplace was used. Alright.
Then you mean the person I was chasing disappeared from this room through there?
Yes, I believe the person you were in pursuit of is Mr. Cochin's killer, and after committing the murder, escaped through the fireplace. Alright.
Wow, Mr. Edgeworth, you figured out the killer's escape route.
I have, but this is only the beginning. Now we have to chase the killer down. There's some stuff. So they escaped through the fireplace into the next room, where a certain person apparently was. And whoosh! If the killer used the fireplace in this room to escape into the next, then it's only logical for us to talk with the person who is in the neighbouring room.
Wow, the person that was in the next room was... Oh, it was that person, sir!
Yes, Detective. Agent Sheena. Alright, investigation complete.
It's looking more and more like Agent Sheena's the killer, isn't it?
Let's not jump to conclusions yet. We need to go through what we know so far. She came running straight into this room from the next one and instantly accused you. Furthermore, she claimed that it could only have been you that killed Mr. Cochin. I don't have any proof yet, however, I know she's hiding something from us.
Okay then, why don't we go ask Miss Sheena herself?
No, not yet. There's something that needs to be done first. Detective Gumshoe.
Sir, is it my turn to do something, sir?
Yes, I have a two-part special assignment for you. First, I need you to run a handwriting analysis on Damas II's note.
Okay, I'll get the lab boys on that right away.
Second, I want you to see if you can fit through the revolving fireplace wall.
Right now, sir?
No, next decade. Of course now. We need to test our hypothesis first, don't we?
Go on, Gummy. You can do it.
Alright, I'm gonna do this like a real man. Here I go, through the fireplace and back.
You shouldn't need to psych yourself up that much for such a simple task, Detective. It's a small space.
Wow, the wall inside the fireplace really did turn.
That's so neat. Now I want to try going through there too.
There really is a secret passageway through there. I had no idea. It would appear that the arch really was pushed into the other room. Furthermore, the Bubbly's ink you spilled, Ambassador, is there on the back wall.
Okay, here we go, sir.
Detective, I'd like you to go through there under the same conditions as the killer.
Huh? But there's all that ash and stuff.
And your point is? Now we're short on time, so if you could please hurry on through.
Why don't you do it, sir?
Of course not, I don't want to get dirty.
Ah, yes, sir.
Oh. Okay, so now we pretty much have the whole picture, right?
No, not yet. There remains a few more mysteries to solve, unfortunately. Such as the Yatagarasu's whereabouts, the other smuggling ring members, the 2 weapons that made it across the border, the key Miss Yu stole 7 years ago. In fact, we haven't figured out a thing regarding how Miss Yu is related to these embassies.
Damn, that's a lot. Mr. Edgeworth.
Another piece is connected in a very complicated way in this case. It's almost enough to make one completely mentally exhausted. I feel you, bro.
What are you saying, Mr. Edgeworth? I thought you were the one who said that it's easy if you follow the leads.
Was that supposed to be an impression of me, Kay?
If it's info gathering you need, Gummy and I can help with that. Then all you'd have to do is show off your fancy schmancy logical deductions.
Show off? Does it seem like I'm being boastful when I do that? No worries, Edgeworth, they all do that. All these detective shows, they always do that, I swear. Especially Sherlock Holmes, he does that, like, the best. And Professor Layton, oh my god, he's even worse.
Let's not overcomplicate matters, okay, Mr. Edgeworth? You're being a bit dramatic. We've been so focused, like a laser, on only what seems strange and out of place. It's no wonder nothing's clicked and we haven't unlocked anything yet. But if we think things through calmly, the answer should come to us.
Okay.
And that's the sort of thing I say to myself when I'm practicing how to unlock padlocks, you know.
That is something that I hope practice doesn't make perfect for your sake. You never know when it might come in handy, Edgy.
Yay, looks like you're back to your straight-laced self again.
Hey, Mr. Edgeworth.
Edgeworth? Oh, did I just call him a jerk? Oh, okay. Sassy gumshoe, wow. Phew.
Hey, Mr. Edgeworth, I'm back, sir.
Yes, I can see that. Good work, detective.
Looks like you can use that fireplace like a door, sir. I'm gonna charge you for fixing my coat and for my new doctor bills, because I might have some damage to my lungs.
Are you alright, Gummy?
I'm okay. It's just a bit of ash and dust, that's all.
Your jacket has gotten quite filthy. More than usual, I mean. I see the hem has practically turned black.
Yeah, well, quite a bit of the unburned ink got on it, sir.
I see. Thank you, detective. You did a fine job. I'll even pay the cleaning bill for the trench coat. Aw, he does care. But I won't pay for your doctor's bills, because those are freaking expensive.
What? Oh no, sir, I can never. This is just my old coat, sir. If it was a coat I actually cared about, then I'd get it clean. But, you know, I'd rather you paid for some food. Please feed me, sir. I'm hungry.
I see. Very well then, as you wish.
So because Gummy was able to climb through the fireplace, we know it can be used, right?
Yes, but that's not all we learned. We actually learned one other important fact.
And that is?
I'll have to explain to you later. Right now, we need to deal with the handwriting analysis. Detective Gumshoe.
Yes, sir. I'll be back before you know it.
The handwriting analysis on Mr. Cochin's handwriting will take a bit of time. Let us go and wait in the Theatrum Neutralis, along with Agent Lang and Agent Sheena. Alright, to be continued. It's getting closer, y'all. We're almost to the hot point, the climax of this case. I won't say the end because we got a long way to go still. But we're like in the middle ground. We're reaching like the tipping point, you know, which is good. It's exciting. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you're enjoying this. And until next time, have a nice day.